Hello guys and welcome to SteveKnows. We've got game updates, we've got advancements to do with virtual reality, haptics and so much more. So let's get started. Let's talk about the Guardian Couch. A developer went searching around in the Oculus codebase and they found something pretty interesting. The Guardian being the play space we lay out so we don't end up breaking our walls or our TVs. So keen-eyed Gerald McAllister was snooping around and looked within the VR shell package to find something that wasn't in the older versions. And he took this to Twitter showing us something called multitasking icons. And what could this mean? Could this mean that in a future update we're going to have potential multitasking? Because at the moment, if I'm playing a game and I then want to use my browser or something else, I have to suspend, I don't suspend, I have to close that application, it doesn't suspend in order to do that. So multitasking would be a great feature on this system, we don't have it yet. A new set of icons in the home menu app in a file called multitaskingicons.png seems to be a set of icons related to having multiple apps open at once. Could we see support for running Spotify and Discord in the background whilst playing our VR titles? He also found something coined the Guardian Couch, which was a 3D image or a render of a really basic looking couch, but you could see the Guardian line around the edge of it. This can be great for those that want to alternate between sitting and standing seamlessly, or just don't have a lot of room to stand up and actually play virtual reality. I'm obviously speculating, but it's certainly interesting. Gerald tweeted next, a Guardian Couch? That's what the file is called, and looking at the 3D model, it's a couch styled like Guardian grid. Maybe furniture detection is coming sooner than expected. I know this would be greatly welcomed by me at least. So some interesting stuff that's potentially coming down the line for the Oculus Quest, perhaps version 20 update. Fingers crossed. Real VR Fishing is getting a nice little game update called the Together Edition, where you can go out and go fishing with some friends in some stunning photorealistic virtual reality environments. I know this is something that potentially Grandpa would like. The beta testing of this is now live with the final release coming soon on August 6th. The update includes the ability to play with up to 4 players in one room, avatar customization, voice chat with a push to talk option in the menu, choosing multiplayer servers via region, and the ability to add friends from the multiplayer menu and some few extra ones as well. And on top of that, MirageSoft are looking at implementing cross-platform play so you can play with Oculus and Steam VR users, so you and your friends can have a nice little getaway, fishing and relaxing. We have some more promising haptic research now where haptic gloves can actually provide the user with a lighter experience and perhaps a more realistic experience as well with this very genius, unique solution to haptic feedback. So this is coming from the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology. They are using a glove with a small amount of oil placed within its material to create a sense of touch. So when electrical pulses run through the glove, they can manipulate the liquid. This oil is in a tiny sealed pocket. It's not just free flowing liquid within your hand. So when electricity is passed through certain parts of the glove, the oil actually compresses and creates a sensation of touch. It can even vibrate, so if you're playing a driving game, you'll be able to feel the car shaking this way as well. There's still a long way to go. Apparently they've only been able to activate the haptic feedback in a 2cm diameter, so there's not really much of an area yet, but they are working towards being able to activate an entire hand. And once they do that, the applications of this technology is going to be tenfold. I'm excited on this one. Imagine a glove where you can play virtual reality and use it to cook your eggs. So let's talk about probably one of the biggest application overhauls that we've seen on the Oculus Quest, and that's around BoxVR now becoming FitXR, and it's had a huge overhaul. So this game is nearly unrecognizable, including a brand new name. The core gameplay is still going to be the same, where you have to box and hit markers as indicated, but the rest of the game has got a massive upgrade. The game has had a visual upgrade, it looks much more sleek and modern, the environments look more like a gym of the future. It should also be easier to filter through playlists with a new user interface, and FitXR is also introducing a multiplayer option where you and up to 7 more people can join a class together and work out socially. Of course, you can also expect performance improvements such as more precise, accurate registering of the marker hits and clearer visuals. This is coming out July the 30th, and if you already own BoxVR, this update is going to be free, and if you don't, the game's going to be $29.99. So maybe you want to pick it up, because I can't recommend any other game. If you're looking for a virtual reality workout, BoxVR or now FitXR is definitely a go-to. One game to rule them all. Lord of the Rings fans, there is a virtual reality experience where you can put yourself within that world. So you can sail down a boat on the river where you come across the huge statues in the valley. So in this experience, you're placed on a boat and you sail down the river where you come across the huge statues that have their arm out as a warning not to come any further. The experience is only 5 minutes long, a very small virtual reality experience, but if you're a die-hard Lord of the Rings fans, because I know you're out there, this could be something that you want to try out and enjoy, so you can actually put yourself within that world. Now finally onto the big news, that Oculus have started to accept openXR applications onto their platform. If you're not aware, applications built with the openXR standard would allow virtual reality games to easily be ported across different devices. So something created with this standard for Quest should work out of the box for PC VR as well. This is due to the common use of a single API instead of all of these multiple different custom APIs that they used to communicate with previously. This is a big step for virtual reality gaming. The fact that they've reduced this barrier for cross-platform could mean that we could get even more games, because a developer could create a game for the Quest and then be able to sell it on Steam VR and the Oculus platform without having to change anything. So it could mean that we're going to get bigger and better games and an even larger game library. This allows developers to get even more bang for their buck. Note though that openXR application support on the Oculus platform does not mean that the Oculus Store will support other headsets other than their own. It only means that the developers can submit the same game app to other openXR platforms without needing to port the app to those platforms. And speaking of, so Valve are also moving ahead with their openXR support, which would mean Oculus and Steam would both support applications using this standard, which is great news for gamers and developers, because now they only have to create one application and it's going to support all of these platforms. This is great news. So I do expect more games, better games coming soon, as developers can get more money and they also have less work required in order for all of us to enjoy their titles. So that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for watching to the end of the video, getting caught up on the latest and greatest in the virtual reality space. Please subscribe to the channel, stick around for next time. Thanks to my patrons, you absolute legends, and happy gaming, guys. Good day. Hey guys, just a quick note here to let you guys know what's going on this weekend. I'm actually taking a trip to the Netherlands to go visit the virtual reality gaming warehouse, where you can have a gaming PC on your back, a rifle and a virtual reality headset, so you can run around and enjoy some of the most immersive multiplayer gaming out there. So I'm going to go visit that location, create a video and share it with you guys. So just so you know, I'm going to take a few days off, I'm going to be away, but I'll be here right back not long after to deliver you some epic content. So thanks again, guys. Happy gaming.